hey, I didn't know you were there. I was just getting ready to do a little more work on this book. Hey, I need to talk to you about something. So, last week I told you that I was going to, finally, I wanted to submit a book to a publisher. It's been, decades maybe. Anyway, so I mentioned that, and then that night, you smacked me upside the head with a brilliant idea. And I woke up that morning, it was one of those days I woke up startled and realized that you had spoken to me in a dream, and I needed to get this idea down on paper. So I wrote it down as fast as I could, and I left it alone. Because I knew that I still have to get through Bye Zombie Bye. What are you laughing about? The rhyming titles were... that was your idea. You don't remember? Well, let me jog your memory. Way back when I was writing that book that would become I, Zombie I, my original working title was just I. Lowercase I. And then eventually at some point I changed the working title to I, A Transformation. And I knew that was stupid, but anyway, that was just a working title. And then out of nowhere, while I'm writing this book, you had me talking about palindromes. And thus, I, Zombie I was born. And it was very clear that that's what you wanted the title to be. So, it's your fault. And now, I am getting a little concerned that I'm going to run out of rhyming words for the titles. I'm certainly not going to use Pie Zombie Pie, either P-I or P-I-E. And I'm not using Fly Zombie Fly because, no, the zombies in my series will not ever fly. So forget about that. Anyway, my cat Bijan is caterwauling, as it were. Now he's going crazy. Probably because he's upset with you. He's not really upset with you. Where was I? Oh yeah, the idea for this book. This story. So I left it alone. I wrote the idea down, and then I walked away and went back to Bye Zombie Bye. And a couple days later, this little bug kind of started nibbling in the back of my brain. And it said, hold on a second. You better look into this. And I did. And it turns out the idea you gave me was awfully close to another play and movie that came out in the 30s. Now, I don't know how you guys work. I don't know if there's this, Muse network in the ether where you guys communicate with one another and play tricks on us, pranks, goofing on us, clowning us, whatever you want to call it. But I can't write that story. I know it's been decades since that story was published and produced into a film. But I can't do that. Are you trying to get me in trouble or laughed at? So, what I have to do is I have to modify your idea so that it's not like that original idea. I simply can't, in good conscience, write that idea. So, I think I've got something. But I'm not 100% sure. It's what I've done is I've taken the little nugget that you gave me for this story, and I applied my usual darkly twists to it. And I think I've got something really good. Now, I know this is the way it usually works with us anyway. You implant an idea in my head, and I decide if it's going to work, and I flesh it out, and then I write, and then you guide me while I'm writing. And I know I could have taken that bare bones idea that you gave me that was very similar to a film from 1934, and I could have started writing it just based on what you told me, and I could have done that knowing that you would not steer me down that path that would have people going, nay, 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 that book is too close to this. You're in trouble. I trust you. I do. I always have. But I think this time I instead of starting out with that idea you gave me that is so similar to something else, I had to modify it even before we begin down that journey. This book is going to be really, really important because I'm going to finally, after years of doing this all on my own, I'm going to submit it to a publisher. And I think I need to, it's got to be my A game. Our A game. Capiche? You understand what I'm talking about? Are we on the same page? Because if you're not capiche with this idea, then I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I? Losing my mind. Of all the things I lost, I missed my mind the most. What are you thinking? You've got that look in your eye, like you're planning something. I just a moment ago I said I trusted you, but that look in your face, I don't know if I trust that. I'm kidding. I trust you. We can do this. You and I. We've done it 31 times before. 31 books. You and I have written 31 books. Me and my muse. Me and my muse. I need to write a song about my muse. My muse. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know so that when I start writing this next book, you don't tap me on the shoulder in the middle of the night saying, "Excuse me, dear sir, is that the plot that I originally gave you? If not, what have you done with it? Why are you blaspheming against your muse? Oh, dear Lord." I don't want to give you the vapors. Can muses get vapors? Muses? Muses? Is the plural of muse muses? Muse-I? Guess it really doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get back to work on Bye Zombie Bye.